Hey guys, it's Robin and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my November bullet journal spread. And before we get into that, I'll just show you a little glance at last month's. So I didn't really add anything new to it, but I guess I can show you guys my progress. And the other weekly spreads, they were pretty much all the same. But yeah, as you can see, the month's not over yet. I did decide to actually get this one up in time. And then here, still not done, and you can see my sleep's not great. And then, you know, my habit tracker didn't do great on that either, but it is what it is. Didn't use this at all, so I cut this out of November's spread completely just because I didn't use it. Now I have an app on my phone that I'll be using for all of this, so it's a little bit easier because I can carry it with me for whenever we go shopping or whatever. I can just go ahead and type that in. I don't have to worry about keeping all the receipts and everything. Then here is this, you can see I did not complete the 21-day challenge I was going to do, so that's unfortunate, but I ended up working 12 hours that day, and I couldn't get up in time to do it the next day, so I just, you know, save it for another month, I guess. Then here, yeah, let's just turn that, because that is a list of collabs I'm doing for December. Then here is my meal plan for this week. If you guys would like to see a meal plan video, then let me know. Yeah, this was this week's. But moving on, this was the first one. I believe I showed this in the last one. Yeah, I did decide to actually use my planner, and because I ran out of room in my regular planner for whenever I'm writing down tasks. This week, whoops, I didn't start using it until after this week because I didn't finish it, so there's not much going on here. But then here is my October, the second week of October, and you can see I have a lot of tasks that I need to finish in a day before I go to work. So yeah, I just needed a lot more room, which I do implement into this month's spread, is a lot more room for each of the days because I ended up having to move things around whenever I'd be working 12-hour shifts. So yeah, you'll see that. And then here was the third week. I love this little whip. He's cute. The colors are not matching at all, but I thought they were cute. So, yeah. And then I started using my highlighter in this one. I don't think I used... yeah, I did. Okay, but yeah, I use highlighters to kind of tell me what each task is for. You know, I use purple for YouTube stuff. I use blue for reminders. I use green for work-related stuff. And yellow for fitness-related stuff. So, yeah, that just helps me organize better. And then here was the last week. I believe, yeah, this is the last week. This is the one I'm on now. The day I'm recording this is actually Tuesday, so I can check that off. But, yeah, and then here we are, my November spread. I love this one so much. But, yeah, the theme I decided to go with were, like, foxes and leaves. So there's a lot of foxes in here that are adorable. I just love foxes. They're my favorite animal. And then, as always, I have a quote over here. This one says, "It's no use going back to yesterday because I was a different person then." And I have a habit of, like, going back and just thinking, why did I do this? Why did I say that? And, yeah. And then I'll be like, well, I didn't exercise yesterday, so there's no point in doing it today. And I need to get out of the habit of doing that. Moving on. Cute little foxes. Here is my calendar spread. I really like this spread. I really love the colors. Next month's colors are going to be different, obviously, because it'll be wintry themed. So yeah, I'm just really tired of all the warm colors she has. I mean, I like them. They look nice together, but I used them for this month and last month, so I'll be happy to use some like blues and cooler tones next month. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for that, let me know. But here's my calendar. I decided to just put just big letters in yellow, that way I can write over them easily if I need to. And then next year is when I'm going to be implementing my video ideas and stuff into the calendar. I wrote them here because I was planning on it, but right now I usually just write them in pencil because sometimes my upload schedule will change a little bit. So yeah, I just didn't bother with it this month, but you know, in case I need to add some text or something to it, I'm able to. And then here are my notes, which I probably don't need a box that big for notes. I'm probably going to make that smaller in the next month, but you know, it's trial and error here. And then here are the important days, and you know, there's a lot of holidays this month, and my niece's birthday. Actually, I have two nieces whose birthdays this month. I just can't remember the other one because she's my niece on my boyfriend's family, so I think it's the 24th, but I don't know. And then here I've got the videos I'm going to be uploading. I've got the video title, how many likes it got at the end of the month, and how many views, just so I can kind of see what types of videos people prefer to watch and everything. Then over here I've got my goals. Yeah, I think I have 5 more this month. Yeah, so that's good. And over here I got a little foxy. And then here I've got another quote. It says, "If you stumble, make it part of the dance." So, you know, I thought it was cute, so I decided to add it in. I like it. And then moving on, here I chose a different layout for my trackers. I just decided to put them all on one page. That way I wouldn't have so many pages that I'd have to flip through trying to find everything. And it's just a lot easier if I have it all on one page. But here's my mood tracker, and I'm going to kind of do that, kind of like a heartbeat monitor type thing, where it's just going to be like, I'm going to draw lines going back and forth between the moods. And this time I made it a little bit more simple. Instead of having a bunch of different moods, I just drew a little happy face, neutral face, and a sad face, and that way I can just, you know, make a little scale out of it. Here I've got my sleep tracker. It's going to be pretty much the same. I am going to switch to these little arrowy thing, dot connectors, instead of just filling in the entire space, and that will also tell me the quality of sleep depending on the color that I use. And here is my habit tracker. I'm just going to be filling in the squares as I go. And then my weight, so I can keep track of it a little bit better, so that I usually keep track of it on my phone. I haven't actually added it into my bullet journal yet, except for the weight loss tracker, like how much, yeah, every time I go down a pound, I'll mark that off. But this is just so I can see how I'm fluctuating throughout the week, because throughout the month, because I do weigh myself every single morning before I eat breakfast, and that's just kind of telling me, you know, keep track of, you know, bloating, and see if there's anything that I need to change about my diet, and that just kind of helps me stay on track with that. So yeah, it helps me a lot actually since I started doing that. Before I would just do it once a week, but I never really knew if I was eating something that was causing me to gain weight or causing me to feel bloated or whatever. So yeah, this helps a lot with that, because I can look at what I ate that day or the day before, and, you know, kind of plan my meals next time a little bit better. Then a little flexy. Okay, moving on. Here's my exercise schedule, and yeah, this time it's a little bit different. I'm not doing a daily challenge this month, so I took that out completely. And then here is my exercise log, and it just tells me, you know, what exercise I'm doing that day. You know, A is for arms, C is for core, full body, glutes, and legs. So I actually forgot to add legs into it, so I had to go back in and add that in. So yeah, and then here's my calorie tracker. I keep track of that on my phone as well, but, you know, I just felt like be a little easier to keep track of it in here as well. That way I have it written down and everything, and I don't have to scroll back through my phone so many days at a time, because I can't scroll through the app that I use by the months. I can only do days. So yeah, this just kind of helps me keep track of everything. And then here are my measurements, and I use an app to keep track of that too, but I felt like, you know, if I see it written down and I see it every day, then I'll be able to better, you know, kind of keep motivated to see that a little bit better, and, you know, just kind of work a little harder, I guess. And then, yeah, this is all the measurements that my app keeps track of, so there's a lot. And then over here are exercises and foods that I want to try, like recipes and stuff in my cookbooks, or from Pinterest. And then exercises, I like to try different little workouts and stuff that I find on Pinterest. I like to try different apps just to see what kind of works for me and what I like, because I'd like to mix it up a little bit. I mostly use 8Fit, but yeah, some days I like to mix it up a little bit. So yeah, I'll try different exercises and stuff on Pinterest for like a month or something, or a week, just to see how I like it, get a feel for it, and if I like it, then I'll implement it into my workouts and everything. And then here I've got my water intake tracker. I was doing it daily on my weekly spread, but I decided to switch to this kind of thing instead, just to see how that goes, see if it helps me a little bit better. So yeah, because I really try to drink more water, and I usually do throughout the week. I'll drink 3 bottles of water, 3 16-ounce bottles of water, because I take 2 to work with me, and then I drink 1 in the morning while I'm exercising and for breakfast. But yeah, I really need to get better at drinking water on days that I'm not working. So I added that in. But I like this spread, and hopefully it'll work for me, because if it does, then I really want to use this one because I really like it. You know, it's kind of simple, but you know, I like simple, so why not? Then here is my weekly spread. So this spread is a little bit shorter because I did combine a few pages together just to cut down on that. But here it is, and I got these little Dutch doors for the days because, like I said, I needed a lot more space for my daily things, but I added a few more things to keep track of during the week because I like adding those in just so I know what I'm supposed to be doing that week. And yeah, it just kind of helps me finish all of my tasks that I need to get done. And then here I've got my exercise, because sometimes I forget what exercise I'm supposed to be doing that day. I usually write it on the day, but sometimes I'll have to flip through just to make sure. So yeah, I just have it on here, and this is just to keep track of it, because some days I will switch out if I don't feel like doing like a leg workout or something. I'll switch it up with doing maybe a core and just switch those days in the week. So yeah, this just helps keep track of that. And here I've got my chores list and what videos I'm uploading this week, just so I can, you know, make sure I have everything situated. My watch list, I added this in. I haven't used this previously, but this is just a list of videos and stuff that I want to watch this week. And then here I'm keeping track on my weight in here as well, just so I can kind of see where I'm at. Then over here I've got, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I got all the days here, and then I've got a little food tracker down here. And I believe I said in a previous video I have 3 snacks a day, so I had to add in 6 little slots. It does take up quite a bit of space, so we'll see how that works. I think I still have enough space to work with, but we'll just have to, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. And then Saturday and Sunday, I'm gonna have to make another flap in the next week because that's not enough space. I do most of my tasks on the weekends because I'm not working, so yeah, I'm just gonna have to implement that into the next one. And I didn't have enough space for food tracker either. So there's that. And then here I've got projects that I'm working on this week, and that's just to help me keep track of things. I can write down all the projects that I'll be working on this week here before I plan out my days, and yeah, that just helps me so that I know what I need to include in that. And here I've got my goals. I probably don't need a box this big for goals, honestly. I'll probably make it smaller next week, and then maybe add in another quote or something. Actually I have a quote over here, so maybe not, but I'll add something. And then here I've got like a shopping list that's just to help me remember what I need to add to my grocery list or whatever for that week, because I always forget because I don't write it down or anything. Sometimes I'll add it to my shopping list app, but yeah, sometimes I'll forget to do that, or I'll be working whenever I think of something. So I don't know, hopefully it'll work out. And then here the quote I used is, "Don't let your mind bully your body," and that's kind of what motivated me to work out this morning, is remembering this quote. So it's already working, so that's good. I believe it's probably the first quote I've used that actually helped me. But yeah, I really like the quote, and you know, I just told myself, you're tired and you don't really feel like working out, but yeah, you need to. So yeah, you might as well do it and get it over with. You'll be happy about it afterwards. And, you know, just stop thinking about it and just do it. So that's what I did, and yeah, I was very proud of myself. Well, that is my spread for November. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, or subscribe. And if you have any ideas or suggestions for a theme I should do for December, then please let me know in the comments. And if you have any ideas for spreads you would like me to add, or you think I should add, then let me know, because I'm always looking for ideas for different spreads and stuff that could be useful. But yeah, just let me know. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!